Okay, so because I'm going to be doing more YouTube, I'm going to ask ChatGPT for the top 20 YouTubers, and then I'm going to rate them from maybe my favorite to my 5th favorite.
Welcome to my channel.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the top 20 that ChatGPT gives me. But first, I need to make my mate. So this is the cup that you need. Well, you don't need this cup. You need any cup. You need a specific straw that has a filter on the end, because then you have loose leaf mate here. I believe this is from Argentina, this one. So Argentina, Uruguay and Brazil are the main countries that drink this, and some Middle Eastern countries as well. You put the loose leaf into the cup, right? Now I'm kind of addicted, so if you can see that, it's like 3/4 of a cup in there. So you imagine that's about 400 tea bags. And then so you've got this little straw here that has the filter, and that filter sits in there. And then so once that water boils, every now and then you pour a little bit of water, 80 degrees or so, into the little side gap here, and then you sip it. And throughout the day you sip it more and more, and gradually you wet more and more of the leaves until you're drinking all of the power and all of the potency of all of the leaves in your cup. And then you're running on all cylinders. Once I drink this down, you'll see the change in energy levels. It's crazy. Alright, so for those that have seen my first 2 videos on YouTube, I want to be clear about something. That I am actually changing the name of this series. I'm going to call them maybe IRLs, in real lives. And it's going to be like IRL 1, IRL 2. So today will be IRL 1. And then they're kind of just going to be episodic. They're going to be me vlogging my life and the journey that I'm on. It's pretty cool. This is why if you watched my last video that I said just get started, this is why I do this thing of like just get started on something when I can't work something out. Part of just getting started was getting this camera, making sure that I was posting already. And it started off being like footballer to business. And because I guess long term, that's my goal. I want to start. It's pretty funny that there's toilet paper there, right? But that's just because we've been sick. It's blowing our nose, all right? We're not wiping our ass in the bed. But yeah, so I realized like, let the business stuff just come. What I'm doing right now, and I'm loving doing, is creating videos and content in social media and short form, long form. Now I'm doing YouTube, obviously, but like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever else. We're doing the podcast, all that stuff. I'm absolutely loving it. And I, as you probably would have known if you saw our Suited and Booted videos, I have quit my 9-to-5 job to go all in on getting our football podcast to the next World Cup. And that is true. So this is going to be kind of the behind the scenes of my life within that journey, and then my journey in the social media space in general. That's what these vlogs are going to be about. And yeah. Let's get moving into the first one, rating our YouTubers. Okay, so mate ready, but you pour into that hole that you've created, and then you sip away, you burn your tongue, and that's it. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, who are the top 20 YouTubers over the last 20 years that do vlog style videos? Here's a list. Number 1, Casey Neistat. Number 2, Emma Chamberlain. Number 3, David Dobrik. Number 4, Logan Paul. Number 5, Jake Paul. Number 6, Mr. Beast. Number 7, Roman Atwood. So now I'm gonna watch 2 videos per creator based on what I think I like best. I'm gonna rate them top 5. I might even leave Logan Paul and Jake Paul out because that's just a weird one. Okay, let's see. I think here's where I need one of those time warp things. I'm on a David Dobrik video, and it's called Dear Skinny People. It's got 8.6 million views 9 years ago. It's crazy, it's from the Vine time. Some of these videos have crazy views. We can't believe this happened. 31 million views by David Dobrik. Why has ChatGPT given me Roman Atwood? Looks like he's just a prankster. Yeah, original pranks to make you smile more. I don't really like prank videos. Finally having some lunch, and Helen is asleep. She's not well because I've been sick and then I made her sick. She's not sure if she's going to go to work today. Now I'm on Zoe Sug. We've got London Party Time, and that has 1.2 million views, and it's 12 years ago. These people are goats. Looks like she vlogs a lot of her family. Yeah, I get her style. Probably not my style. Alright, I'm going to go away and watch these now because it's going to take too long if you're like sitting here watching me watch them.
A few moments later.
Alright, I've made a decision. The ones that ChatGPT have given me, the list is not good. There's probably 2 on there, Casey Neistat and Emma Chamberlain, who I knew of before anyway, that I would say is in my top 5. But the rest, I'm going to do some research myself, and I'm going to come back with the other 3 for my top 5. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, oh my gosh, I just scared my dog, look. Okay, now, YouTube is a crazy space, man. Look, I'll give you my top 4, and this is in no particular order. I'm gonna put Casey Neistat and Emma Chamberlain in there. I'll explain why in a second. The other 2 is Madeline Argy, I don't know how you pronounce her last name, Argy, and Daniel Dalen. Look, I'll be honest, Daniel Dalen only because it's very aesthetic. I like his glasses. He's got cool music like Drake and stuff in there. The whole issue that I see here is that YouTube, like the most common type of vlogger is someone that is a tech person or understands cameras very well and understands editing really well. And it's like so high production and you don't really get too much information about who the person is as an individual. And now I don't necessarily like that. And Casey Neistat obviously is pretty high production. Emma Chamberlain's the other way, and that Madeline Argy is probably the other way, not that high production. But you really get to know who they are as a person. I think that's the main thing that I like. This top 5 might be pretty boring, but mine's gonna be like, I'd actually put Emma Chamberlain at the top just because I think her ability to portray who she is through the camera to you in one 5-minute video is unbelievable. Not necessarily that I like her. I wouldn't sit there and watch her content, but the style I think is fantastic. Casey Neistat 2. Number 3, Madeline Argy. Again, I wouldn't sit there and watch her videos, but you're getting to know who she is as a person. And then 4, Daniel Dalen. I couldn't even find a 5. I did a lot of looking. I've spent couple hours watching videos. I'm honestly sick of watching YouTube videos. I couldn't find anyone else that I particularly like their style. And I think it's kind of a bit sad that so much I got caught jumping off track, which is normal for me. I got caught like clicking on some other videos that of the thumbnails that popped up, and it was like, oh, why you shouldn't vlog who you are in your life, why you need to stick to a niche, why you need to be an educator and an authority. And it's like, these 3 things are the 3 main things that I want to stay away from on social media. I don't want to act like I'm an authority, even though my name's Lord Mahazi. That's a piss take for anyone that wants to know. It's Lord Mahazi because people used to take the piss out of me and call me Lord Mahazi, but my actual name is Rashid Mahazi. 2, niching down. I feel like humans are way more complex and interesting than just one niche that they like. So why do they have to sit there and talk about sewing with rice noodles when they could just be talking about who they are? And I think that's where you get the deeper connection with your audience. And then 3 was, yeah, like, I can't even remember what the 3rd was. But yeah, I'm looking at the YouTube landscape and it's looking like a whole picture that I don't want to do. And I actually want to do just vlogging who I am, my day-to-day life, showing me try to go down this journey of becoming a creator. I already kind of am a creator. It's a bit of a wanky word, but earning a living from doing this. That's the goal. And so, yeah, I think I'm just going to do it my way. I'm going to take inspiration from those 4. Hopefully I can get to the point where I can get some Drake in my videos, because that's awesome by Daniel Dalen. I don't know how he's actually done that. Then I'm going to take definitely some inspiration from the other 3, because again, I think their ability to portray who they are in a video very fast is the ideal type of content that I want to create. Now, it might not blow me up overnight. It might not mean that I can get 1 million subscribers overnight because I'm talking about the most unique, singular niche. But I feel like that will be a more intimate connection with you that's watching this video to get to know who I am. Yeah, so that's the goal. I'm rambling now. I'm going to make another video soon. I'll speak to you guys next time.